Welcome to Happy Farms. Today I want to talk about the Pennsylvania Dutch crookneck pumpkin squash, also called neck pumpkin. Here is what I have put away for the winter, and these are all the ones that are looking really good, and I'll keep all winter. Now these are some that I'm going to go ahead and process today. I'll tell you why I'm going to process them today. Some of them have minor imperfections that are going to cause them not to keep well. So, this one has a little crack here. This one's fizzing and fuzzing, sapping. Some are just kind of immature. The white ones aren't going to be any good. They're not fully developed. But today we're going to go ahead and put some up in the freezer and make a special recipe. So let's get started. This is on fast speed, guys. I don't really cut this fast, but I usually start by taking the neck off. The neck is my favorite part to just roast for dinner, but I'm going to try to use the pumpkin bottom part of it this winter to make some muffins, and today's recipe is actually using the bottom part. So it helps to have a strong knife for this, a sharp knife, a quality knife. This is an amazing knife. This is a Shun. My husband's a chef, so I'm blessed with a really nice, far too expensive knife that I would never purchase normally. But when you're married to a chef, there are some benefits. So here's what the inside of the pumpkin bottom part looks like. And I decided just right then to go ahead and make a little recipe. I'm going to cook this just the way that I cook acorn squash, which is to take out the middle and bake it in the oven and add something inside the middle. So that's what I'm doing now, is just clearing out the inside. Sprinkling on some garlic powder and some butter. I'm out of olive oil or avocado oil, and that's normally what I would use. So just a little butter. It might be good with a little brown sugar on top, but I didn't do that this time. And I decided to go ahead and turn them over exactly how I cook acorn squash. And for this, I'm going to cook it for 30 minutes. I did 15 minutes and I checked it at 375, and then I did 15 more minutes, so a total of 30 minutes to cook. And while it's waiting, I'm going to cook this quinoa. So quinoa is delicious. I put half cup of quinoa to 1 cup of water. Then I just stir it up a little bit, add a little bit of salt to it. I have a special helper today. She always wants to help in the kitchen. Alright, now I'm going to bring it to a boil. Once it is at a boil, you want to put your lid on with a little bit of a gap there and turn it down to low and set your timer for 10 minutes. Now I'm checking on the squash. It's looking pretty good, nice and soft. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out and let it rest. And I'm going to go ahead and process the rest of this while my quinoa is cooking. It's kind of a pain to do this, but it's worth it because it's your own food and it's going to store. So here's what I got. And I'm going to put that in the fridge this week and try to eat a lot of that. Whatever I don't eat will go in the freezer. This is the part from the bottom, the pumpkin part, and I'll use that to make muffins. Also going in the freezer. This here is an example of unripe. They were not ready yet. That's the ripe. Ripe looks like this. This is good. This is overripe. So this one had a little split in it, and it just went overripe. So, ew, yucky, don't eat that one. Here's all the compost that I got from this. 2 buckets of compost. And exciting, I'll show you a little sneak peek of how we leveled up. We got a compost turning thingy-mabobber. So I'm making a whole video about that, so look out for that. I'm going to do 2 weeks and see what kind of results I get after 2 weeks. But I'm pretty excited about this. I've been composting for a long time and never had this kind of equipment, so It's pretty exciting. Quinoa's ready. So after 10-minute timer, check on it, put the lid back on, and just wait. Wait about 5 minutes, 10 minutes is okay, and just let it finish off. Now it's time to eat. I'm going to fill these with quinoa. I kind of fluff it with a fork first. So yummy. Quinoa is so healthy. I would love to put avocado on top of this, but my avocado was not ripe yet. But for your information, I ate half of it the next day, and my avocado was ripe, and it was really, really good. So this time I just ate it with some grapes. I don't even mean to be eating vegan, you guys. I just am because this food comes from my garden and it makes me want to eat healthy. I'm not a vegan, but I try to eat well, and it really helps when you grow your own food. It tastes so delicious. It tastes like success. Here it is, what I'm putting aside for tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments how you cook your winter squash. What's your favorite way to do it? Um, Again, I hope to encourage you to try to grow this. It's a very prolific squash and easy to grow. It's a great prepper food. Again, I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy eating, happy growing. See you next time.